My F25 sister 24F slept with my now ex-boyfriend 25M. Sorry, but this post will have a lot of bad energy and I'm terrible at writing in English, so if anyone is going to read the post, I'm sorry for all the grammatical errors that are likely to be in the post. So a few days ago IF25 found out that my sister 24F has been sleeping with my boyfriend now ex, 25M. We dated for 3 years, for 1 year or probably more. They always had a close relationship, but I obviously took it as something innocent. I don't like video games, but my sister does, so they talked a lot by text and I thought it was about games they like until I found out that no. They talked a lot about their secret dates while I was working and in college. I found pictures, videos and a lot of other disgusting things in the chats between my ex and my sister. And pleasure in asking my pathetic ex all the time if she's smarter or prettier than me. She even compared our private parts. WTH, we're both pretty. She's actually thinner and prettier than me, and even if she's an introvert she has her group of friends, so I really don't understand where she got so much venom towards me. Our parents never compared us or anything like that, and she was always the one asking my ex to compare both of us in the chats. The first thing I did was throw all my ex-boyfriend's things out of the apartment. I insulted him in 1,000 ways and I kept the PC that I gave him for Christmas. A week and she didn't contacted me like the coward she is until yesterday, when she sent me a message trying to justify herself by saying that it was a mistake. Yes, a mistake that lasted more than a year and that I should forgive her because we're sisters and blah blah blah. At one point I thought, should I be the mature person in the situation who doesn't let resentment speak for her? But then I realized that I've never been that kind of person. I took my phone and wrote a long message to my sister that I would love to write here, but I am sure that I would break the rules since I called her out in every possible way, and I wrote a lot of personal things too. I told her how much of a failure she is and how she has always envied me, and that's why she needed to feel what it's like to be me for a second of her sad life. She sent me a voice message crying and saying that she's in a very weak moment mentally, but she's still with him, Lamau, and I shouldn't make her feel worse and that she regrets it. I just reacted to her message with this emoji, smiley face, and didn't even heard the long voice message until the end. Was it a low thing to attack her with all her flaws? Yes, but it's lower to betray your sister and believe that she's going to forgive you just because you share blood with her. Honestly, I feel really good after sending her that message and feel that it was therapeutic to take out everything I feel to give closure to that. BTW, I've never used a PC for gaming, but I'm looking for tutorials on YouTube about how to download The Sims. I helped my sister in every moment of her life. I literally fought for her when she was being bullied during high school. I helped her thousands of times to make friends. I even accompanied her everywhere she wanted. It is a betrayal that really hurts and I will never forgive, never. It hurts me that she slept with someone I loved, but it hurts me a lot all the things I read in those chats. How she enjoyed watching him compare me to her, or how she asked him about personal things about our relationship just to laugh at it. She's dead to me and my parents knows it. I don't even care if I'm a bad person like them. This is something I can't forgive and I don't even feel bad for my reaction. Edit, I posted half of the message now, for the comments. Commenter 1, what was your parents' reaction? Original poster, my mother was disgusted and my father was angry, but they only comforted me until I left their house. I don't know what they talked to my sister about afterwards and I don't want to ask, but they will probably cut contact with her. She just said that it was a mistake, and in a voice message she only talked about how weak she feels mentally and that she has been having anxiety attacks, even though I didn't heard the full audio because it lasts plus 4 minutes and I was getting even more pissed off with her just wanting to be the victim, so I stopped the audio almost in the end. Those ugly things about me because everything was about her having anxiety attacks. Update, thank you for all the nice comments you left me. Many wrote to me with tips for The Sims and I'm really grateful. Thanks for the game recommendations, even though I'm really bad at playing action game. The last action game I played was Resident Evil 4 on the PS2 long time ago, and it was because I had a crush with Leon Kennedy. He would never cheat on me. BTW. As a token of appreciation and because I also like it when the app uploads the whole gossip, I will put here half of the message I sent to my sister. The message I sent her was really long and I cut out the parts where I talk about very private things or when I insulted her to not make the post too uncomfortable, because I was really hurt and angry at that moment and I talked about many personal things in the text. I will put the copy of the message in the end if someone talks Spanish. I'm sorry if it sounds weird in English. I did my best to translate it and I had to remove a lot of parts. I'm not interested in hearing any of your excuses. I believed you when a problem she had with her ex-friend group happened because I really trusted that you would never do something like that, but now I understand why everyone leaves you alone and you deserve it. Did to me as a shit and you know it, but you didn't care because you spent a year being the whore of X name without any shame, and now that I found out everything you went days without talking to me because you are a coward, and on top of it you still don't care about what you did to me. You're only talking to me because dad probably stopped talking to you and you're running out of money. So you want to fix this shit so he gives you money again. You were always an asshole, but don't you think it's a lot to be my boyfriend's second woman? How little respect do you have for yourself? We're sisters, I don't even know what's going on in your head because I don't understand what's wrong with you. Girl, I read all the messages between you and you even started comparing our bodies, you're sick. You know that I never did anything for you to do this to me and I loved you. But everything turned out really well for you because he's with you, so enjoy that feeling and the love you two have for the other for now, because you are going to be really lonely later and you are going to go back to your cave, but this time I am not going to be there to pity you like every time I did before. Stay with him, there's nothing that interests me less than fighting for an idiot who is surely going to leave you, but let me make it clear to you that you're not going to hear about me again. This dies here, we are not sisters anymore. If I see you on the street then I'm going to cross to the opposite sidewalk to not see you. Update 2: They broke up. Nobody's surprised when all of this happened. My parents scolded my sister and she got offended and didn't speak to our parents except to ask them for money. She asked them for money to buy things for her career, but then my aunt told my parents that my sister actually used that money to buy my ex some sneakers. My parents never gave her any money from that day on. She's an idiot tbh. My parents started to pay for us to go to a private college and the only thing we have to do is literally study. The only thing she had to do was take her study seriously, but she didn't, so my father got tired and hasn't sent her money for months. My ex discovered the post because he said it went viral in Facebook and obviously he recognized the story. He contacted me to apologize and said he knows he did wrong by hurting me like that, but my sister manipulated him and it was a total mistake. I told him he can shove his apologies in the ass. Meanwhile, my sister and I have only crossed paths a few times, but she always avoids me because she thinks I'm going to hit her. I won't. Anyway, a few days ago she went to our parents' house saying that she broke up with my ex. I'd cry and that she felt really sad and had an anxiety attack. I don't know exactly what they talked about since I wasn't there, but my mother told me that she told my sister that she knew what was going to happen when she slept with him, and my sister justified herself by saying that they're in love, so my mother and her just argued again and my sister left. Now she doesn't talk to anyone in the family except our grandmother to ask for money. I know my sister is not going to change her bad habits and she didn't learn anything from this. I even think she will get together with my ex again because they're just toxic with each other, but it's her life to ruin, not mine, and I don't care anymore. The bright side: I sold the PC to a guy from Reddit that saw my post and that really saved me from having to keep paying the dues. Unfortunately I didn't get to play The Sims much, but I prefer the extra money. My ex had told me that he wanted the PC back, but I told him that then he should pay the remaining dues and he said no. So the idiot wanted the PC for free even though he slept with my sister. Woozy face. The weird side: there are YouTubers who are literally charging their subscribers to read the post or other Reddit posts. DF, at least give me a share of the profits. I know it's a boring update and probably everyone wanted that the update was my sister begging for forgiveness and my ex suffering, but no. They are just two idiots who deserve each other and nothing more happened. But even today I received a message asking me for an update. Haha. Now for the comments. Commenter 1: Do you forgive her sister and her boyfriend? Original poster: I'm going to go ahead and not forgive them. I can do both at the same time. And no, I don't forgive my sister and I don't want her to forget this and I don't want to see her again. In a few years I'll remember these two idiots and laugh, but that doesn't mean they deserve my forgiveness.